자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 게임 스트레인저입니다. 저번에 여기서 괜히 밑으로 떨어져가지고 종료를 했죠. 지금은 요거를 다시 연결해가지고 해보도록 하겠습니다. 오. 저쪽으로 뛰어야 될 것 같은데? 자, 떨어지면 안 돼. 그래서 어떻게 해야 되지? 이게 그 오른쪽 스틱으로 할 때 이거 잘 안 돼요. 가끔 다른 무게가 올라죠. 여긴 깼는데 저 위로 올라가는 것 같은데. 아, 도저히 생각이 안 나네요. 저쪽인가? 오, 올라가. 좋아. 올라가시고. 왔다.
Come on over, you two.
많이 왔어요.
Who is that? Hephaestus. It's taken over this whole place. Looks like there's another node on the other side, near that door.
거의 지금 여기 스타워즈급이야 지금. 뭐 이렇게 최첨단 건물이 이렇게 크게 있어? 느낌이 저거 잡아야 돼. 느낌이 그래. 어떻게 저기를 건너갈까? 저거 포기할 수 있나? 그런 건 안 되네요. 저 설명이 나오네. 뭐야 이거? 계속 올라가도 되는 건가? 수송기 잡아야 할 때가 옆에 그 형광등으로 보이는 걸 잡으면 되겠네요. 그래, 지금이야. 야, 진짜 그래픽 하나는 진짜 끝내준다. 와.
Yep, wasn't planning on it.
잠깐, 저기 뭐야? 나 저거 통과할 수 있나? 쇠떡이만 통과가 되는 거 아니겠지 설마?
It's over. Time to let go.
내려야 된다고?
Okay. Now what?
아니 왜 내려야 된다고 그러지?
Should be able to glide to that platform down there.
저 밑에 플랫폼.
Here I come.
저 좋아.
There's the
좋아
note.
왔어. 아니 이게 아우 참. 헛. 오케이. 열려라 참깨. 뭐가 자꾸 막 무너지네요? 아이템에 환장했어요 저는.
Taken over facilities before to build deadly machines.
이게 나는 길에 집중하고 있다 보니까 자막이
It used to be part of something good.
자막을 잘 못 읽어요.
Something called Gaia. I think we're almost at the core.
이것도 찔러야겠지? 오 예.
Oh no.
안돼. 저 기계가 여기서 신으로 모시고 있는 그 기계인가봐요. 예. 헤파이토스란가봐요. 무기로 바꿔놓은 거예요. 머지않아 세상으로 나갈 때가 오겠지.
And then plain song. If my people see what it is
땅의 신이
become,
어떻게든 변했는지 부족스러운데 본다면 우리의 신이 우리를 공격한다면
you know what we have to do.
뭘 해야 되는지 알잖아. 포기해야지 뭐 어떡합니까? 아, 준비됐나? 여기서 큰 결전을 하려나 봐요.
We have to get down there.
내 칼강아.
Yeah. There should be a node I can override nearby to shut it down.
아, 저기 잠깐만. 여기 또 뭐 찌르는 게 있네요. 자.
We have to get down there.
아, 나 진짜.
That dome of light.
아, 겁나 빡세네요.
Yeah. There should be a node I can override nearby to shut it down.
다시 한번. 와, 이거 힘들다.
And I'll get the big guy.
이거 진작에 미리 해놓을 걸. 튀어.
Heavy weapons. If I can detach them, I can shoot them against it. Okay, better.
오. 오. 젠장. 불 쪽으로 가냐? 오! 덤벼 짜샤! 눕다. 오! 안 돼, 안 돼. 와! 까! 야, 이거 너무 안 된다, 이러지. 죽였나? 어우. 어딨어, 어딨어. 아우, 짜샤. 아, 겨우 이겼어요. 결국 이쪽 신을 죽였네.
That nearly killed us.
It's still her god.
I do not grieve for a god or a machine, but because I no longer know what to believe. Look, so if you want, you can go back home. Do I still have one? And if so, for how long? Can you really heal our lands? Save my people?
이거 뭐야? 왜 살아나?
One step at a time. But it starts now.
일이 잘 풀리려나? 잘 풀린 것 같은데요?
Not bad. Up we go. But there's more.
Like Aloy said, this is only the beginning.
어쨌든 죽어가는 땅 메인 퀘스트 깼습니다.
Aloy, before. My focus is showing holograms on it.
They look like machines.
일단은 좀
There must
죽죽을
be
할게요.
overrides. Knowledge on how to tame machines.
And you can learn this?
Let's find out.
저거. 잠깐 보스 거는 다 회수했고 뭐 더 먹을 거 없나? 아 여기 있구나. 이건 뭘까? 자 일단 강제 전환 해볼까요?
Looks like Hephaestus has been upgrading the security grid on the cauldrons. The data's been corrupted. Not sure I can do much about that right now. And my focus doesn't recognize some of these. Must be machines I haven't seen yet.
Got what you need?
Yes.
Let's press on.
자 죽어가는 땅 메인 퀘스트 이제 완료했습니다. 오. 대지의 눈? 저 어디로 가지? 저쪽에 나가는 문이군요. 나가야겠어요. 나 먹을 거 다 먹었지?
Greetings, graduates of Grade 9. Welcome to the regional... Error. Unauthorized access detected.
That doesn't sound good.
Was that the spirit? Minerva?
I don't think so. At least,
일단
not
나가자.
directly.
일단 나가자.
All personnel must vacate the facility immediately.
빨리 나가라 그래. 나 자폭할
What
거니까.
exactly was this place?
그런 거 같아요.
Seen anything like it before?
Error. Unauthorized access. Initiating facility lockdown. Stay out.
What's going on?
Well, at least the emergency lights work.
What just happened?
Minerva's definitely here. And I think
뭐야.
it's trying to keep us out.
아니 곱게 안 내보내주는 거야 지금?
Way to get us in.
You sure we shouldn't come with you?
Yeah, Minerva could be dangerous. Let me make sure it's safe.
Okay.
We'll be right here if you need us.
I'm
관장하구만.
not going back that way.
난간으로 내려가기 버튼. 뭐야? 내려가게 넣었는데.
Are you doing okay, Zoe? Zoe?
All this. Minerva. Hephaestus. Gaia.
뭐야?
This is what will help heal Plainsong?
It's hard to explain. I mean, I barely understand it, but yeah.
위로 올라가야
It's what
되는
Aloy's
거구나.
been looking for this whole time.
어? 쭈!
Okay, I need to find where Minerva's hiding. I should look for a way to access the facility systems.
수색하여 미네르바 찾기.
Restricted access. You are not wanted here.
Nope, sorry. You're not getting rid of me that easily. Minerva. What are all those cables in the center for?
중앙에 케이블?
Guess I'm not going that way.
선풍구 폴캐스터. 아하.
This leads. I can feel a draft above. Might be a way out of this shaft. Looks like another part of the facility.
안 열리나 이거?
Don't think I'm getting through that door right now. I should turn back, see what else I can find.
이거 밖으로 연결된 것 같은데? 이거도 땡겨봐 그냥. 뭐 있겠지?
Dead end.
뭐야 제자리야? 오호. 이거 오묘한데요 이거 이러면. 다시 들어가 봐야겠다. 저기 잠깐 이거도 뚫을 수 그게 아니었나?
Looks
여긴가?
like I should head up. And I'm outside. I need to find a way back into the facility. Maybe I could look for a way in higher up the mountain.
나왔긴 나왔는데
If I can get Minerva to cooperate, I can merge it with Gaia. Finally bring her back. And we can start fixing the blight, the storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those strangers in the proving lab were. Why did they have a clone of Elizabeth?
좋아.
Why did they want it back up?
잘 가고 있어.
Pipes up there. Might lead me to a way back in. How to reach them? I might be able to glide to that ledge.
투어짜. 캐는 게 좋죠. 이? 어? 빨리 올라가자. 오. 왜냐면 제가 왜 또 떨어지면 이거 먹으려고.
Some of those rocks look loose. I think I can clear them.
물도 있지만 여기 아까 약초가 보였는데. 없나? 일단 들어갑시다 그냥. 결국 다시 건물로 들어오게 됐네요.
Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
저 뭐야, 밑에 뭐 깔려 있는데 아이템이. 잠깐 이쪽으로 가면 또 뭐가 나올까?
Looks like some kind of dome. Wonder what it's for.
점점 멀어지는데. 그렇지, 일부러 돈 이유가 혹시나 해서 이걸 이렇게 왔습니다. 오케이, 여기로. 레펠 강화.
Alert. System core penetrated.
뭐야, 왜 안 되는 거야? 뭐가 뭐 잘못되나? 아, 저기다가 창을 쑤셨어야 되는데 그런가 보다.
Minerva, I need the console, please.
Access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger once. Something good. Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
Light. Cease.
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Misery. Will cease.
Yes.
로봇도 고통을 느끼나?
Thank you. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code. Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Here goes.
근데 미네르바가 이제 가이아의 일부가 되나 봅니다.
Gaia.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. A moment. Scanning data.
스승님! 갑자기
So it is Aloy,
옛 생각나네요.
not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is our best option for a base of operations, and you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions? They will be here shortly.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Laurel, Zoe,
아 진짜 저
this is
의상 디자인 기가 막히지 않습니까?
Hi.
Hi.
Gaia is still.
그러니까 약간 사이버틱하고 그 원시적인 그 부족의 그 문화하고 이렇게 잘 섞어놨어요. 의상이 진짜 이거 의상 디자인 대단하다.
I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when apart.
떨어진
Good.
도시에도 뭐가
So what was
가능하다고?
this place?
A regional control center where
대화해볼까?
Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area. I suggest you explore this facility, Aloy.
제가 초기 완료
Until my
때까지는
initialization is complete.
실험실로 이동해 봅시다. 일단 이제 호의적으로 지금
What's all
바뀌어가지고
this?
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
실험실이 어디야?
Could fit a good number of people
Looks
in
like an
here.
office.
Correct. The facility was designed with a number of private offices.
Poke around a bit.
I guess it's nice to have a space to call your own.
So this was supposed to be a lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
아,
I'll take a
뭐
look.
너무 지금 갑작스러워가지고 터미널 제조 이게 뭐야? 플러스 강제 전환. 자원이 부족하다. 해당 기기를 강제하는 능력을 해제하십시오. 저걸 우리 편으로 만들 수 있나 봐요. 근데 재료가 없네.
Huh. Looks like I need data from machine parts to fix the corrupted override.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the
시설을 계속
facility, Aloy.
그 돌아보라고
When you
하네요.
are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss. Hello, Aloy.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But two big ones first. We're not going to be able to fix the biosphere without making.
너를 온전하게 돌리지 못하면 생물계를 고칠 수 없어. 하데스의 성능 실험실에서 내 하위 기능이 있는지 확인 중이야. 미네랄 뿐이었다. 다행히도 이 시설 감지 능력은 훨씬 더 발달되어 있습니다. 다른 하위 기능을 지금 탐색하겠습니다. 페리 패턴 송신 중.
Receiving. Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
말 그대로 사라졌다. 세
What
군데가.
about the others?
나머지는
Ether, Demeter,
아르테마,
and
페르테스,
Poseidon
포세이돈
are
위치를 찾았습니다. 닿을 수 있는 거리이며 확보 가능합니다.
And Hephaestus?
헤파스토이
It too stands revealed,
마찬가지로
but it
위치는
is not the
찾아냈으나
others.
다른 기능들과 다릅니다.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction
멸종
signal,
신호가 발생한 후 시간이 흐르면서 헤파스토는
moreover,
뭐야?
it is not confined to a
더욱이 하나의
single
장소에
location.
국한되어 있지 않습니다.
It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons
가마솥을
to
연결하는
across
글로벌
the
네트워크가
planet,
떠돌기 때문에
making it exceptionally
제압하기
difficult to
극도로
subdue.
어렵습니다.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a
영구적인
permanent
해결을 위해서는
solution.
헤파스토의 능력이 유일한 희망이다.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be
헤파스토이의
attempted
확보는 제
after my
능력이
own
대폭
capabilities
향상되어야만
have been significantly
시도할 수 있다.
enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
맨 마지막은 헤파스토이를 찾는 거네요.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location.
장소로
and find
이동해서
the physical
해당
processor to
기능이
which
숨어
it
있는
escaped.
실물 프로세서를 찾아야 한다.
Exactly as you did with Minerva.
미네르바에 했던 것을 강제
You
전환
must
장치를
use the master
사용해서
override to revert the subordinate
하위 기능의
function
초기 코드
to
상태로
its
돌려놓으면
original
된다.
code state.
그러니까 포맷을 하라는
And
거죠.
then how
잡아서.
do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded
저장 장치
onto
USB에
the
넣은
storage
다음에
device
이쪽으로 갖고
and
와라.
physically carried back to this facility.
간단하네요. 저기다 담아오라는 거네?
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited.
한 번에
so
하나의
it
하위
can
기능만
only carry
운반할 수
one
있다.
subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers.
날 죽이려고
who
그랬다.
tried to
낯선
kill me.
사람들이.
They had machine servers.
그들은 기계 하인을 다루고 있었고 엘리제트 소백의 복제 인간도 동행 중이었어.
Of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded
당신의
by your
포커스에
focus.
기록되어 있습니다. 쟤네들은 엑스맨. 쟤네 대체
Do
뭐
you
하는
know who
애들이지?
they are?
The answer to that
그 질문의
question is
답은
related
하데스를
to the
깨운 멸종
extinction
신호와
signal
관련되어
of
있습니다.
Hades, prompting my
그
predecessor's
신호는 제 이전
self-destruction.
모델을 자멸하게 했죠.
The extinction signal?
멸종 신호라. 불길한 이야기구만.
Sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy. The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated
81km 떨어진 곳에서 시작된 것으로 보인다.
A distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
Okay, so what's so far away and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
왜 갑자기 우주로 나가는 거지?
Sirius.
시리우스?
But that's where for
거긴
Zenith.
파제니스가 우주선을 이끌고
The Odyssey.
오디세이였죠.
That's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless I don't. Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to
미래
think that
인간들이 파제니스는
they
우주에
were out
존재하지 않는다고 생각하길 바랬던 모양이군.
the strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades proving lab, the ones with the clone. Are you saying that they're from? That they're descendants of
파제니스의 후손.
Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
우주로 내보냈던 우주선의 후손이라는 거 같네요, 느낌이. 이거 이거
The sole
엄청
purpose of the signal was to
그
destroy
질문할 게
life on
많네?
Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system.
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere. To their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Extinction. Instead of salvation. Well, this is not good.
내가 아까 질문했던 게 뭐지?
The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so. The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. Perhaps a way can be found to defeat their shielding.
Yeah, I hope so. Or I'm not gonna be winning fights against them anytime soon. You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough. You're making my head spin.
나도 머리가 빙빙 돌겠습니다. 너무 많아 지금
How did
질문할
you
게.
figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light years away. Because it was Far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it.
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately
4개월 이내 복구 지점을 넘긴다. 4개월 안에 승부를 봐야 된다.
Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
we will only gain a few months more.
고작 몇 달의 시간 얻는 거야, 그거 봐.
Every bit counts.
이것도 질문해 볼까요?
The three subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All three are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying
아르텔은
the
대기를
atmosphere
제독하고
and
이산기로
moderating the weather.
완화하는 역할.
Poseidon controls the
포세이드는
organic
수자원,
and chemical
유기물 및
composition
화학
of
성분을
water
통제.
resources. Demeter
아주 그냥 미래는 로봇이 그냥 모든 걸 그냥 다 관리하는구만. 인공지능이 무서워요. 이러다 터미네이터 나오는 거야.
constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density.
결국 그 기계들을 다시 모아가지고 지구를 되돌리겠다 그겁니다 지금. 가이아라는 OS를 이용해서 걔네들이 하나의 모듈 같은
Like
애들이죠.
Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with
아폴로는 인류의 방대한 지식, 보존, 조직 전파하는 임무를 맡았다. 아폴로가 복원했던 모든 데이터는 테드 파로의 명령에 의거 2026년 2월 전부 삭제됐다.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All three of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
헤파스토이.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important.
헤파스토스가 제일 중요한 기능을 갖고 있다네요. 전 세계 가마솥 새로운 기계를 설계하고 대량 생산하는 능력을 되찾을 수 있다. 그렇게 해야만 새로운 기계를 뭐 어쩌고 저쩌고 하고
to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, But without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
헤파스토스를 제압하면 왜
Given
기다려야 되냐?
Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8% of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me rather than the other.
일단 비율이 가이아가 더 커야 돼요. 그래야지 흡수할 수 있대요. 그러니까 남은 다른 애들을 일단 흡수한 다음에 막판에 쟤를 흡수해야 된대요.
And how many subordinate
최소
functions is that
60%가
going to take?
되거든 흡수해야 되나 봐요.
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon.
41.9까지가 확정되는구나. 60까지는 안 가네.
41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
아하,
Once
지문이
Hephaestus
참
has been
많다.
uncovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
제니스. 이거 아까 질문 안 했나 보다.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes, as your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually
이거 아까
been
읽었던 것
defeated
같아.
by an offensive count. For example, assuming I absorb no shielding,
So there's hope.
always.
뒤로. 시작해보자.
I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Well, that's a nice way to put it. What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was located there.
A ruin in the middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tanakh territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
뭘 먼저 할까? 레벨이 가장 낮은 거 해야지. 아이테르.
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region. Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you change your mind, you can update your objective via your focus interface at any time. I will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
I do, don't I?
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
자, 일단 여기까지만 하겠습니다. 굉장히 그 대사가 분량이 많았죠. 다음 편에서 다시 이어서 하도록 할게요. 자, 그럼 여러분 고맙습니다.